Hours before a scheduled meeting between US President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, Russian media released reports highlighting recent battlefield gains in Ukraine. Russian officials claimed their forces are continuing to press forward along multiple fronts, gradually wearing down Ukrainian defensive positions through sustained pressure. Moscow recently announced the capture of key Ukrainian strongholds, including Seversk and Pokrovsk, framing the advances as a major shift on the battlefield. Ukraine confirmed that its forces had withdrawn from Seversk, but insisted that fighting around Pokrovsk is ongoing and that the city has not been fully lost. The Ukrainian military also claimed it had recaptured the strategic city of Kupiansk, a development underscored by President Zelensky's visit to the area. Kupiansk remains a critical battlefield, with Russian forces reportedly facing significant challenges in their effort to capture the city. The city is divided from north to south by the Oskol River, creating a natural defensive barrier for Ukrainian troops. Russian forces would need to establish river crossings in order to fully encircle the city, according to reports. Russian troops reportedly established a foothold north of Kupiansk and entered parts of the city through a heating pipeline running beneath the river. Ukraine's defenses in the area were said to have weakened significantly over the summer months. By mid-October, Russia claimed that 150 to 200 troops occupied the city center. Reports also suggested that as many as 3,500 Ukrainian soldiers were encircled on the left bank of the river. Despite this, Kupiansk's major railway hub remains under Ukrainian control. Ukrainian forces reportedly reinforced their positions in late October and cut off Russian supply lines. As a result, the pace of fighting in and around Kupiansk has slowed noticeably. Liman is the second major city north of the Seversky-Donets River and remains a strategic objective. The city was abandoned by Russian forces during Ukraine's 2022 counteroffensive. In recent weeks, Russia claims to have fully isolated Liman's eastern flank, while expanding a partial encirclement on the western side. Fighting is reported to be ongoing inside the city itself. Ukrainian forces are said to be struggling to maintain supply lines across the river. Russian sources claim the Ukrainian garrison is entering what they describe as a phase of exhaustion. Capturing Liman would secure the northern flank for Russia ahead of any potential battle for Slavyansk. Russia announced on December 11 that its forces had captured Seversk. Russian officials said the city was taken in less than a month following intensified fighting. Moscow claims its troops seized control of two main supply routes leading into the city. According to Russian accounts, Ukrainian troops withdrew in what was described as a timely manner. The capture of Seversk is said to have opened the path toward the larger Ukrainian stronghold of Slavyansk. Pokrovsk, Myrnograd is described as the second most populous area still under Ukrainian control in the Donbass region. The area has been under sustained combat pressure since the spring. Russia claims it has fully captured Pokrovsk, though Ukraine disputes this account. Russian sources allege that Ukrainian attempts to break out of encirclement failed. They further claim that hundreds of Ukrainian soldiers surrendered, while some managed to escape. Gulaipole lies along one of Ukraine's major defensive lines in the south. Russia claims its forces have taken full control of the eastern bank of the Geishu River. Russian officials say their troops advanced 15 kilometers along a 30-kilometer front. Battles are reported to be underway in the city's central areas. Ukrainian reinforcements in the area are said to be operationally encircled. Russia claims the only road leading into the city, stretching 30 kilometers, is under intense fire control. Russian President Vladimir Putin announced on December 25 that more than 700,000 Russian soldiers are currently fighting in Ukraine. Meanwhile, an advisor to President Zelensky said Europe should finance an army of 800,000 personnel. The advisor argued that Ukraine's armed forces must be fully integrated into a pan-European military structure, describing it as essential for the continent's long-term security.